I think the first thing I would want to do is actually make Sarah a guy so that I could get inside of it, because I just feel that I would know the my point of view. It's how I approached my other show. I don't know that I could have written Everybody Loves Deborah. I don't know if I could do it. As well as Raymond, just because I identify with Raymond, because I feel that I am Raymond, that we are, that because I know what that's like to be the guy. So if you want my best work, I think I should, and I think it doesn't hurt your premise, and it may even be a little more commercial. That everybody tells me that shows with the male center for some reason are more commercial. That's never a reason to do anything, but I'm just saying we love that multi-generational Surus. So yes, I would enjoy the relationship there, but I've seen the mother-daughter show.
Mm-hmm.
This is the other reason it's more interesting for me to change Sarah into Sam, is that I haven't seen the mother-son show, really.
Oh, that's good.
You know?
Good.
And so I think that like there was a show that ran for years on the CW with mother-daughter, and the mom wanted to be more like a sister.
Oh, Gilmore Girls.
Right?
Yeah.
I never watched it, only because I didn't relate to it. It's not for me, right?
Yeah.
But this, I would, what would happen if I were suddenly in this situation and had to live with my mom, when maybe I was closer with my dad, and he's dead. And now what? And mom wants to be my buddy. I don't want to be buddies with my mom, right? I want a mom. So I think that's what you're talking about, right? Is finding
Absolutely.
what the
It's your
and it's. I think
sensibility.
it's even better that Sam has a boss who's a woman, and he's trying to do the typical male thing, which is to advance, and the woman is actually keeping him down. So I just think that's a better dynamic. Ideally, what you want is a kind of Tom Hanks, Shirley MacLaine dynamic in the son and mom. But I think we're going younger, since we want the grandparents in there too. I'm just talking about personality types, right? I would make it as Jewish as possible. But call it Italian. It seems to have worked before.
So when you say Jewish as possible, we'd call it Italian.
There's a saying, write Yiddish, cast British. So yeah, I mean, otherwise, then I would try to make a pilot that served this. You see him at work. You see that he's going for vice president, but he has a female boss who's not going to allow it, right? And so he's having a bad day when he finds out that he's not getting the promotion, and to make his day a little worse, his father dies. You always want to raise the stakes whenever possible, so you have that. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to change here. I think I made a big change in making her him. So, so now I think you've got a funeral where you're introducing your characters at a funeral, and maybe during the funeral, if it's a one-camera show, especially that this seems to be in favor nowadays, you're doing flashbacks to Sam's relationship to his father. Maybe his father was a kind of absent father. Maybe so that we're not devastated by the loss right away in the pilot, that it's such a downer. I'm just spitballing off the top of my head.
This is what we like.
And because you don't want something that's you can't recover from. Oh my God, his beloved father, now he's depressed the rest of the show. I think it's better if he didn't really know his father, okay? And he gets his thing, my father, I haven't seen him in 15 years, let alone loved him. He skipped out or something, and now it's the funeral and he's obligated to go. They're all going. There may be money, in fact. And he gets there, maybe the bad news is there is no money, but he gets his mother. Right? right?
Yeah,
A
that's
double.
great.
Okay, so that may be your act break,
Mhm.
right? And then now mom is moving in. This is not the upwardly mobile track he thought he was on, right? Women are ruining it. And then you have Bubby and Zadie, the grandparents are they've always been close by, perhaps, and now maybe Molly is her name. She's not as close with them. Maybe that's the kind of comfy, distant relationship he enjoys in a family, is having the grandparents nearby. He likes to check on them once in a while, but now he's at the center of maybe a fight between his mother and her parents. And as often happens, you become the parent of your parent, right? So maybe that's the relationship between him and his mother, and maybe that's fleshed out a little bit in the pilot, and you see what it's going to be. You're going to see that he's between his own mother and his grandparents, and he kind of identifies more with his grandparents than his own mother, right? Maybe she's kind of hippie-ish, maybe she's well, she must be a pain in his ass. That's very important.